Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood up and felt like your knees just forgot how to work? Like your legs needed a second to remember who's boss? Most people call that aging. But here's the real talk. Some foods, especially certain vegetables, can quietly make things worse. They mess with your balance, your strength, and even your focus. In this video, I'll show you which ones to skip, which ones to eat, and how to walk into tomorrow stronger than today. We all expect a few things as we age: slower steps, creaky joints, maybe forgetting where we left the keys. But what if some of those issues aren't just getting older? What if your vegetables had something to do with it? Sounds strange, right? But certain vegetables can either support your health or slowly chip away at it. Some help you walk taller and think sharper. Others quietly wear down your circulation, your memory, even your balance. In this video, we're going to break it down in plain English. No jargon, no scare tactics, just real talk about the foods that help and the ones that hurt. Aging well is not about turning back time. It's about making smarter choices today. Let's talk about something serious for a second. Falls are the #1 cause of deadly injury for people over 65. That's not a small thing. And it's not just about getting older or being clumsy. Weak legs, poor balance, and even brain fog often come from what we eat. Yeah, the food on your plate. Some vegetables might actually be making it harder for your body to function. They can slow your blood flow, mess with your joints, and make walking feel like a chore. But here's the good news. Other vegetables do the opposite. They protect you, strengthen you, and help you stay steady. Once you know the difference, you can make smarter choices every single day. Let's start with something simple but powerful: broccoli. Now, I know what you're thinking. Broccoli? Really? But stay with me. This little green vegetable is one of the best things you can put on your plate if you're over 65. It's like nature's armor: quiet, reliable, and packed with protection. Broccoli is loaded with sulforaphane. That's a natural compound that helps your body fight off inflammation. Why does that matter? Inflammation is what makes your joints ache, your legs feel stiff, and your muscles lose their strength. And the older we get, the more this stuff builds up. But sulforaphane works behind the scenes. It helps your body detox, protects your blood vessels, and even supports brain health. It's like giving your insides a fresh start. Broccoli also brings in vitamin K and calcium. Both are essential for keeping your bones strong. And if you've ever had a friend or family member break a hip or wrist from a small fall, you know how serious that can be. When your bones are solid, your confidence grows. You walk more. You do more. You stay independent. Let's not forget the antioxidants. Broccoli is full of them. These are the compounds that help slow aging from the inside out. Your cells take less damage. Your heart stays stronger. Even your skin benefits. But one of the biggest benefits? Circulation. Good blood flow is everything. It keeps your legs and feet warm. It helps you move with balance. It even supports nerve health, which plays a huge role in how steady you feel on your feet. There was a woman I knew in her 70s. She started eating broccoli almost every day, just a cup lightly steamed. She said after a couple of months, her knees stopped talking back every time she climbed stairs. That's the power of simple change. And listen, the way you cook broccoli matters. If you boil it into mush, you lose a lot of those nutrients. But if you steam it lightly, maybe add a pinch of lemon or olive oil, you're unlocking all that goodness. So if you want to do something good for your legs, your heart, and your future, start with broccoli. It's not flashy. It's not fancy, but it works. And it's waiting for you right there in the produce aisle. Next up, let's talk about a green that doesn't always get the spotlight: spinach. Now I know, some folks think spinach is just salad filler or something you throw into an omelet to feel healthy. But hear me out. Spinach is a quiet powerhouse, especially if you're looking to stay sharp and strong as you age. This leafy green is packed with natural nitrates. That might not sound exciting, but it is. Nitrates help open up your blood vessels. That means better blood flow to your muscles, your heart, and, most importantly, your brain. And when your blood's moving the way it should, everything feels better. You've got more energy. You feel clearer, quicker on your feet, and more focused. One man I spoke to in his late 60s said he started adding spinach to his smoothies every morning. He didn't change much else, just that. Within a month, he noticed something different. He wasn't forgetting little things as often. He didn't feel that afternoon slump that used to hit around 2 o'clock. That's the power of proper circulation and brain nourishment. Spinach is also loaded with lutein and folate. Lutein is incredible for your eyes, protecting against age-related vision problems like macular degeneration. And folate? That helps keep your memory sharp and your mood steady. When you put all that together, it's like spinach is designed to support the parts of you that tend to fade with age: your eyes, your brain, and your strength. And here's the thing. It's easy to add to your day. Toss it into a scrambled egg. Blend it into a fruit smoothie. Sauté it for a minute with garlic and olive oil. You don't need much, just a handful, but done daily, it adds up. Another thing to know, spinach helps reduce inflammation too. So if you've got aches, stiffness, or feels slower than usual, this green can help quiet that down from the inside out. You're not trying to become a superhero. You're just giving your body what it needs to keep showing up day after day. So next time you're at the store, don't skip the spinach. It's simple, it's affordable, and for something that grows in the ground, it sure does a lot to help you stay grounded. Now let's talk about a veggie that's probably already in your fridge: carrots. They're bright, they're sweet, they crunch just right, and they do a whole lot more than help you see in the dark. Carrots are one of the best vegetables for protecting your eyesight, your balance, and your nerve health. Let's break it down. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. And vitamin A is essential for your eyes, but it also supports your immune system and helps your skin and cells stay healthy. When your vision is sharp, you walk with more confidence. You avoid tripping over that rug or misjudging a curb. It's about more than just seeing clearly. It's about moving safely. There was a man in his early 70s who told me he used to get dizzy walking through the grocery store. He thought it was just age catching up. Then he started eating carrots every day, raw, sliced, tossed into salads, or just as a snack. After a few weeks, he said he didn't feel that same sense of unsteadiness. He walked taller, and his confidence came back. That's not magic. That's nutrition working where you need it most. Carrots also contain antioxidants that protect your nerves. Why does that matter? Because good balance isn't just about strong muscles. It's about quick signals from your brain to your feet. When those nerves stay healthy, your movements stay sharp. You don't hesitate. You don't wobble. You feel secure. Carrots help with that. They're also great for managing blood sugar levels. Unlike starchy snacks, carrots give you steady energy without the crash. That's good news if you're watching your glucose or trying to keep your energy up throughout the day. And let's be honest, carrots are easy. You can eat them raw, steam them, roast them, or even blend them into a smoothie. No fuss, no special prep. They're affordable, last a long time, and taste great with just about anything. So the next time you feel like grabbing a snack, skip the chips. Grab a couple of carrots. It might seem small, but every small choice adds up. Your legs, your eyes, and your sense of balance will thank you. And you'll be one step closer to walking through life with strength and stability. All right, let's talk about a vegetable that might surprise you: eggplant. It looks harmless, right? That deep purple skin, soft texture when cooked. It even shows up in dishes that feel healthy, like grilled veggie plates or baked casseroles. But here's what most people don't know. Eggplant belongs to a group of vegetables called nightshades. And nightshades contain a natural chemical called solanine. Now, solanine is the plant's defense system. But for your body, Especially if you're over 65, it can cause problems. Solanine can trigger inflammation, especially in your joints, muscles, and nerves. And here's the tricky part. You might not feel it right away. It builds up slowly. You might notice your knees getting stiffer, or your ankles are feeling sore even after a simple walk. That stiffness? It might not be age. It might be eggplant. There's a woman I knew. She loved eggplant parmesan. Ate it once or twice a week. But she also struggled with joint pain and thought it was just arthritis. Her doctor suggested trying a no-nightshade diet. So she cut out eggplant for a month. And guess what? Her joint pain started to ease. Her hands felt less swollen. She even said it was easier to get out of bed in the morning. Now, not everyone reacts the same way. But if you've got arthritis, fibromyalgia, or nerve issues, eggplant might be doing more harm than good. It's not just the joints either. Chronic inflammation affects your circulation and muscle recovery too. So even if you're staying active, your progress might feel slow or painful, and food could be the reason. What about cooking methods? Unfortunately, solanine doesn't go away just because you grill or bake it. It's still there. So if you're sensitive, cooking eggplant doesn't make it safe. Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to toss out every eggplant, but if you're dealing with unexplained stiffness, swelling, or nerve pain, try leaving it off your plate for a while. See what changes. There are plenty of better alternatives. Zucchini, yellow squash, even sweet potatoes, they give you flavor and texture without the downside. Your joints will notice. Your legs will move more easily, and you'll feel more in control of your body again. Sometimes the foods we trust the most are the ones holding us back. It's worth paying attention. Let's move on to something that might be sitting in your fridge right now: green bell peppers. They look fresh, crisp, and colorful. They show up in salads, stir-fries, and even breakfast scrambles. But here's something many folks don't realize. Green bell peppers are part of the nightshade family, just like eggplant, and they contain lectins, a type of protein that can irritate the gut lining, especially in people with sensitive systems. Lectins can sneak in and cause low-grade inflammation, not the kind that knocks you down all at once, but the kind that builds up slowly, causing stiffness in the morning or a little extra pain when climbing stairs. And you start wondering, why do my feet tingle after dinner? Or why do my knees feel tight today? Well, it could be the peppers. There was a gentleman in his 60s who used to eat green peppers almost daily. He thought they were helping him stay healthy. But he also had swelling in his ankles and tingling in his toes. When he swapped them out for red or yellow peppers, things changed. Within a week, that tingling started to ease up. His wife even noticed he walked a bit steadier. That's a simple switch with a powerful effect. And here's another thing. Green peppers are picked before they're fully ripe. That means they have more lectins and fewer antioxidants compared to red, yellow, or orange bell peppers. So not only are you dealing with more inflammation potential, but you're also missing out on the protection that comes with ripened veggies. And yes, cooking them can reduce some of the lectin content, but not enough if you're already sensitive or dealing with joint or nerve issues. Now, I'm not saying green peppers are bad for everyone, but if you've got arthritis, digestive trouble, or nerve pain, you might want to pay attention. Try skipping green peppers for a few weeks. Choose the red or yellow ones instead. They're sweeter, easier to digest, and packed with more vitamins like vitamin C and beta-carotene. Your joints will feel the difference. Your energy might even improve. It's one of those changes that feels small, but adds up over time. Sometimes the healthiest choice isn't about cutting food out completely. It's about choosing the version that works better for your body. Give your system a break. Choose a color. Choose ripeness. Choose relief. Let's talk about a food that feels like comfort for most people. White potatoes. Mashed, baked, fried. No matter how you serve them, they bring back memories. Holiday meals, family dinners, warm plates filled with love. But as much as we love them, white potatoes might not be loving us back, especially as we age. Here's why. White potatoes are packed with simple carbohydrates. When you eat them, your blood sugar spikes fast, and not long after it crashes. That sugar roller coaster can make you feel tired, foggy, and hungry all over again. But for older adults, there's more at stake. Those spikes and crashes trigger inflammation inside the body. They wear down blood vessels and nerves, especially in your legs and feet. That's why some folks feel tingling, cold toes, or swelling in their ankles after a big potato dinner. I remember a man in his 70s who loved his potatoes. He had them almost every night. But he also had restless legs and often woke up with tight calves. His doctor suggested cutting back and trying sweet potatoes instead. He gave it a shot. A few weeks in, his sleep improved, and he felt steadier in the mornings. He still got the comfort, just without the crash. White potatoes also affect your arteries. They're linked to something called arterial stiffness. That's when your blood vessels lose flexibility, making it harder for blood to reach your extremities. When that happens, your legs may cramp more, your feet may feel numb, and your risk of falls goes up. And let's be honest, most of the ways we eat potatoes only make things worse. We add butter, cream, cheese, and salt. That turns an already heavy food into something your heart and circulation have to work overtime to process. Now, I'm not saying you need to quit potatoes forever, but be smart. Swap them out when you can. Sweet potatoes are a great option. They're rich in fiber, loaded with antioxidants, and they give you energy without that blood sugar spike. You still get the comfort. You still get the flavor. But your body gets something better, support, not struggle. So next time you think about mashing up a pot of white potatoes, ask yourself, is this helping me walk stronger tomorrow? If not, maybe it's time for a softer landing on a brighter route. Your legs will feel the difference. Let's take a moment to talk about something most people don't connect with food, your balance. Yes, I'm talking about the way you move through a room, the way you catch yourself if you trip, and the way you feel when you get out of bed. Balance isn't just about exercise. It's also about what's on your plate. Every bite you take plays a role in how your body functions, and that includes how steady you feel on your feet. Certain foods help your brain communicate clearly with your muscles. Others, they clog the signals, slow things down, and make your movements feel a little off. Think of it like a phone call. If the line's clear, you respond fast. If the signal's weak, there's a delay, and that delay can mean the difference between staying upright and taking a fall. Your nerves and muscles need proper fuel. They need antioxidants, vitamins, and nutrients that keep things firing smoothly. Greens like spinach, fruits like berries, and healthy fats like olive oil support that process. On the other hand, processed foods, sugary snacks, and inflammatory vegetables can interfere. They can leave you feeling foggy, unstable, or just off without a clear reason why. I once met a woman who said she didn't trust her feet anymore. She wasn't in pain, but something felt off. She'd catch herself on door frames and hesitate before stepping off a curb. She started paying closer attention to her meals. No more heavy dinners loaded with starchy sides. She added greens, swapped white bread for whole grains, and drank more water. And guess what? After a few weeks, she said she didn't need to hold a rail quite as often. It wasn't some big life change, just small steps that supported her nervous system. Your balance is more than muscle. It's brain, nerves, blood flow, and confidence all working together. When you nourish those systems with the right foods, you move better. You feel safer in your own body. That means fewer falls, more freedom, and a better quality of life. So the next time you plan a meal, think beyond calories or carbs. Ask yourself, will this help me stay steady? And if the answer is yes, you're not just feeding your hunger, you're feeding your future. Balance begins at the table. Make it count. Let's talk about something most people overlook when it comes to health: when you eat. That's right. Not just what's on your plate, but what time you sit down to eat it. Meal timing can have a big impact on your energy, your sleep, and yes, even how well you move. Especially as we get older, our bodies don't process heavy meals the same way they used to. Eating a large dinner late at night, that can leave you feeling sluggish, bloated, or even achy the next morning. Here's why. When you eat a heavy meal at night, loaded with starches like white rice, potatoes, or bread, your blood sugar spikes. Your body scrambles to manage that sugar while you're supposed to be resting. That means your sleep gets disrupted, and poor sleep leads to poor recovery. You wake up tired, stiff, maybe even swollen in your feet or hands. One couple I spoke to made a simple change. They used to eat their biggest meal around 7 or 8 at night. Then they flipped it. Lunch became their main meal, and dinner was light: soup, a few veggies, maybe a small piece of protein. Within 2 weeks, they both said they felt less puffy in the morning. Walking felt easier. They even said they looked forward to mornings again. It wasn't a diet. It was a timing shift. Your digestion works best during the day. That's when your metabolism is most active. By nighttime, your system is slowing down, just like you. So help it out. Eat earlier. Keep dinner simple. You'll sleep better, recover faster, and move more easily the next day. And you don't have to be perfect. Just aim to finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. That gives your body time to break things down and settle. Mobility is tied to so much more than muscles. It's about what you eat, when you eat, and how your body rests. So give yourself the best shot at feeling good when the sun comes up, because every strong morning starts with a smart night. Here's what really comes down to. Every meal you eat is a choice, one that either builds you up or breaks you down. You don't need a complicated plan or 100 rules, just simple swaps. One man I met started by changing one thing. He swapped his nightly potatoes for steamed carrots. That's it. After 3 weeks, his ankles weren't swelling anymore, and he had enough energy to walk his dog in the mornings. It wasn't magic. It was just smarter food. Your body's been talking to you. The stiffness, the brain fog, the afternoon crashes. It's all connected. And the best part? You can change it. Not next year. Not after another pill. Today, choose broccoli over a bag of fries. Add spinach to your breakfast. Skip the green peppers for sweet ones. Each move you make adds up. Before you know it, your body starts to respond, and you start to feel strong again from the inside out. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about the choices you make every day. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. Just start small. Swap out one vegetable. Shift one habit. That's how real change happens. I've seen people go from daily pain to steady steps, from brain fog to mental clarity. And it all started with what they put on their plate. Broccoli instead of fries. Spinach in the morning. Carrots for a snack. These are simple changes with powerful results. So don't wait for perfect timing. Start now. Your next walk, your next night's sleep, your next clear-headed morning. They all begin with the next bite. You got this. If this helped you today, let me know. Drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're here and this mattered. If you still have questions, drop a 0 and I'll keep showing up with better answers. Share this with someone who needs a little nudge to eat smarter. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Every week, we're breaking down simple choices that make a big difference. Your next step starts now. Let's walk it together.